Good day. Welcome to Mind Pilot. This is Dr. Jana Price-Sharps. Today we're going to talk about 3 ways to have a good marriage or relationship with a significant other. The first, and it seems simple, but sometimes it's really hard. But it really works. Be nice. And I know I've said this to you before. And sometimes it's really hard to be nice when you're mad. But remember, you can't take words back. And so if you say something really mean and really cutting, that often will stay with a person for many, many years. So, you know that rule that your mom or dad told you as a kid? If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. That's a great rule in marriage. Because so often people just kind of let themselves blow up and say things that they really don't mean, but it comes out and they've said it and now the damage is done. As we've talked about on this program, when people get really angry, you go very high on the arousal curve. And when that happens, the part of your brain that says this is a really bad idea has diminished activity. So again, first of all, don't allow yourself to get that mad. If you're that mad, you need to walk away. Okay? You need to say, you know what? I will have to talk about this later because right now I'm too angry. That's really important. You need to be able to cut the communication off before you do say something that you regret later, okay? You know, think about this person that you're with. This is your best friend. This is the person that you have said that you love more than anybody on this earth. If that's true, then why would you ever want to say something that hurts them? Okay, so again, if you have a temper or if you tend to be sarcastic, really work on what you're saying to that other person. Are you building them up or are you tearing them down? People are much nicer to us in general when we're building them up. When we start tearing them down, then they're angry, they're resentful, they're bitter, and they will push us away. So really think about your communication with them. Are you saying, hey, great job? Or are you saying, why didn't you do this for me? Why didn't you do that? Right? So that being nice, being kind, saying thank you, okay? Which moves us into the second rule. Say thank you. It is amazing how powerful that is and how so many people don't do that. I always hear, well, that's their chore. Why should I thank them? Because it makes them feel better? How about that? Right? Thank you for doing the dishes. Even if that's what they do, right? Maybe you cook and they do the dishes. But you know what? It means a lot to people when you say thank you. Hey, I noticed you did the dishes. Thank you so much. I noticed you did the laundry. I noticed you vacuumed. Thank you for taking the groceries in. I really appreciate it. Even if that's kind of how you parse out the chores, people are much more likely to continue to do those things when you say thank you. But the other thing is, part of that is make sure you're doing nice things for them as well. Okay? If you get up to get something to drink out of the refrigerator, make sure that you're saying to your significant other or your spouse, hey, would you like something from the refrigerator? Would you like something to drink? Would you like a soda or a glass of water? Can I get you something? Kindness, being nice, and thanking they all intertwine, but they really do help make the relationship better. And then check in with that person. If you have busy schedules, make sure you take that 30 seconds and text them and say, I love you. I hope you're having a good day. Or I miss you. I can't wait to see you tonight. That is often a game changer within a relationship, within a marriage or a long-term relationship, is that staying connected. Boy, this is a busy day. I can't wait to get home and see you. I am really looking forward to going out to dinner with you tonight. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you slept okay last night. I'm thinking about you. That keeps people connected, but it also helps people have the need to want to be connected to you. It's much easier to want to be connected to each other when the other person is expressing love and excitement and happiness to be around you. We all want to be wanted. We all want to be liked. And when your significant other clearly likes you, it makes all the difference in the world. It really does. But I think sometimes life gets busy and people get hectic schedules, and they don't think about what they're saying or what they're doing in their home relationships, because they're like, well, but my spouse is always there. My significant other's always there. But what if one day they're not? Is that a person that you would miss? Is that a person that you would want to lose? Be it by death or be it by them leaving, right? If this is a person you've committed to stay with, then you want it to be the happiest relationship you can have. And it doesn't mean that there won't be times you disagree or times they hurt your feelings or you hurt their feelings. But the more you can stay in touch and talk to each other, it doesn't have to be major conversations. Just, I love you. Hope you're having a good day. That makes a huge difference in people's lives. I remember one time years ago, a gentleman came to see me, and he was talking about having relationship problems with his kids. And I said, text your kids right now and tell them you love them. And he says, we never do that. And I said, okay, that's okay. Do it right now. And he says, no, they're in school. They probably won't respond to me. And I said, just try it. Text them both that you love them. And he did. And guess what happened? Within 30 seconds, both of his kids had texted him back and said, I love you, Dad. People need to hear that. Maybe they know that you love them, but they need to hear that. They need to feel that. They need to feel like their heart is safe with you. I want you to ask yourself for just a second, if my husband, wife, significant other had their heart in a box, would they hand that box to me for safekeeping? Or would they say, no, it's not safe with you? You know you have a strong and healthy relationship when the person would say, of course I trust you to keep my heart safe, because I trust you to be kind and good to me. Okay? So 3 rules for a happy marriage. Be nice, say thank you, and stay connected. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful day. You have the right to be happy. You also have the right to have a happy relationship. And if the other person isn't meeting you halfway and they're unwilling to do so, you have the right to not be in that relationship. You have the right to be happy. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us at Mind Pilot. This is Dr. Jana Price-Sharps.